Welcome back, everyone, to Coin Cash Kings, Information Chanel, the home of rare treasures hiding in your pocket change. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into the top 5 Australian 5-cent rare coins that are making waves in today's auction market. And trust me, these tiny coins are bringing in big value in dollars. You won't believe how much some of these small coins are selling for thousands, and in some cases, even over $100,000. So if you've got some 5-cent coins lying around, stay tuned till the end, because one of them could make you a Coin Cash King too. All right, let's start with coin number 1, one of the most talked about and valuable 5-cent coins ever discovered in Australia. The first coin on our list is the Australia 5-cent coin from 1,998 amperes. Truly remarkable piece that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. This coin, although small and humble in appearance, carries a rich story and an astonishing current market value of around $117,000 in very fine condition. Yes, you heard that right, $117,000 for a 5-cent coin. So, what makes this coin so special? Let's take a closer look at its history, rarity, and unique characteristics. The 1,998 Australia 5-cent coin was minted during a time when Australia's coin production was stable and nothing out of the ordinary was expected. However, a limited number of these coins came out with distinctive features and a rare finish that made them stand out from the rest. On the obverse side, featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, some coins show a rusty or copper-tone shade that gives it a unique, aged character, something that serious collectors absolutely love. Meanwhile, the reverse side still displays the classic image of the echidna, but it's the unusual texture, toning, and minor dye variations that elevate its rarity. Over time, these coins developed a natural patina, a sort of metallic aging that turns the surface into shades of deep bronze and rusty silver. Instead of lowering its appeal, this patina makes each coin one of a kind, giving it personality and history. Collectors call this kind of toning the vintage shade effect, and when it appears evenly across both sides, as it often does with the 1,998 issue, the coin becomes a collector's dream. Now let's talk about rarity. The 1,998 Australia 5-cent coins were produced in large numbers overall, but only a tiny fraction came out with this specific tone and dye variety. Most of these were never set aside at the time people simply used them in their daily transactions. That's why finding one today, especially in very fine condition with natural rusty shades on both sides, is almost impossible. And that scarcity drives up the demand dramatically. As of today's auction market, collectors and investors have been competing fiercely to secure this coin. In recent sales and online auctions, some examples in top-tier condition have fetched up to $117,000, and the price continues to rise as more collectors realize just how few of these are left in circulation. The collector demand for the 1998 5-cent coin is at an all-time high. Many experts believe that these coins represent a transitional phase in the minting process, a combination of slightly altered dyes, metal reactions, and natural toning that make every surviving specimen a small piece of Australian numismatic history. Because of that, collectors consider it a must-have for any serious Australian coin collection. Now, for those of you who are passionate about coin hunting, here are a few tips to keep in mind. When you're sorting through your spare change or coin jars, pay attention to the 1,998 date on 5-cent coins. Look for signs of unusual coloring, even surface toning, and clear design details on both the Queen's portrait and the echidna. Avoid polishing or cleaning the coin. This can destroy its natural patina and drastically reduce its collector value. Instead, keep it in a protective coin sleeve or capsule to preserve its condition. And if you're ever unsure, have it appraised by a professional numismatist before selling, because you might be holding on to a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1,998 Australian 5-cent coin is a shining example of how everyday change can turn into a high-value collectible. Its unique rusty tones, fine condition rarity, and skyrocketing demand have cemented its place as one of the most valuable modern Australian coins on the market. For many collectors, it's not just a coin, it's a masterpiece that tells a story of history, beauty, and luck. So, next time you come across a 5-cent coin from 1,998, don't overlook it, because it might just be worth more than you ever imagined. And that's just the beginning. We still have four more incredible Australian 5-cent coins to uncover, each with its own unique backstory, rare features, and jaw-dropping auction value. So stay tuned, hit that like button, and let's move on to our coin number 2, another hidden treasure in the world of Australian currency. Next coin, number 2. Now moving on to coin number 2 on our list, a coin that has surprised collectors around the world with its extraordinary appearance and stunning value in today's auction market. We're talking about the 1,980 Australian 5-cent coin, a small yet powerful piece of history that's currently valued at an unbelievable $129,000 in fine condition. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary coin, but once you take a closer look, you'll realize it's far from it. The 1,980 edition holds a unique charm that makes it one of the most sought-after 5-cent coins ever produced in Australia. Let's begin with its background and history. The year 1980 was a period of consistent production for Australian coins, and millions of 5-cent pieces rolled out of the mint that year. But among those, a very small number came out with distinct surface tones and unusual metal reactions, particularly those with rusty shades and small black spotting on the obverse side, the side featuring Queen Elizabeth II. These natural discolorations are not damage, in fact. They are the result of a chemical reaction in the metal alloy over time, creating a dark patina that adds depth and character to the coin. Collectors love this because it gives the coin a unique signature, something that sets it apart from every other coin minted that year. On the reverse side, featuring the echidna, most of these coins remain in fine condition, maintaining the sharp details of the quills and lettering, even after decades of circulation. That balance, a beautifully aged front with natural toning and a well-preserved back, makes this coin especially desirable among numismatists and rare coin collectors. The rarity of the 1980 5-cent coin lies in how few have survived in collectible condition. Most coins from this year were heavily circulated and lost their fine details over time. But those with intact features, visible detail, and natural color variation have now become treasures in the modern auction scene. In fact, several Australian coin experts have noted that the 1,980 coin series produced some of the most visually distinct specimens in modern coinage, thanks to the slight variations in the metal composition during that year. That's why collectors often call this coin the shadow beauty, because of its mysterious dark tones and the contrast between its aged obverse and sharp reverse. Now let's talk about the collector demand and market value. The demand for the 1980 5-cent coin has surged dramatically in recent years, especially after multiple high-profile auctions saw these coins fetching between $100,000 and $129,000, depending on condition and appearance. Collectors are drawn not just to its rarity, but to its natural artistry. Each coin tells a story through its unique toning and preservation, and no two coins are exactly alike. This individuality is what makes them so highly prized. For collectors and treasure hunters out there, here are a few tips for identifying this gem. When you check your 5-cent coins, focus on those dated 1980th. Look for the rusty golden tones or black spotting on the front side, but make sure the rest of the design, especially the Queen's profile and lettering, is still visible and crisp. On the reverse, make sure the echidna details are clean and clear. If you find one like this, do not clean it. Cleaning will destroy the natural toning that gives it value. Instead, store it in a clear plastic coin protector or an airtight capsule to prevent further environmental changes. And here's something important. Even if your coin isn't in perfect mint condition, it can still hold serious value if it shows that authentic aging pattern collectors crave. Some buyers specifically search for those naturally aged coins that tell a visual story of time. In conclusion, the 1,980 Australian 5-cent coin is a perfect example of how beauty, history, and rarity can combine to create incredible value. Its rusty shades, black spot patterns, and fine reverse detail make it not just a coin, but a living piece of art in metal form. With a current market value reaching up to $129,000, it's a dream find for any coin collector and proof that even the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise. So before you spend that 5-cent coin, take a moment to look closely, because if it's a 1,980 with that special look, you might be holding a true treasure in your hand. That was coin number 2, an absolute beauty from 1980 that proves rarity isn't just about age, but about uniqueness. And the best part? The next coin on our list is even more impressive in value and history. So stay tuned. Coming up next, we reveal coin number 3, another Australian 5-cent piece turning heads and setting new records in today's collector market. Next coin, in Nambar. Now, let's move on to coin number 3, and trust me, this one truly shines both in beauty and in value. We're talking about the 1,981 Australian 5-cent coin, a small masterpiece of metal that has become one of the most mysteriously beautiful and highly valuable coins in Australia's modern numismatic history. This coin is instantly recognizable because of its golden, rusty tones mixed with black dot patterns on the front side, giving it a unique, aged glow that no artificial finish can ever replicate. And with a current market value of around $134,000, this tiny 5-cent piece has earned a royal place in the world of rare coins. Let's uncover why this coin has become such a hot topic among collectors and why demand for it is skyrocketing every year. Back in 1981, the Royal Australian Mint continued producing 5-cent coins in large quantities for circulation. However, during this period, minor metal inconsistencies and die variations occurred in a small batch of coins. Some of these coins developed a natural reaction in the alloy over time, creating golden bronze hues and dark, rusty dots across the Queen's portrait on the obverse side. These natural color transitions were not defects, they were a rare form of chemical beauty that made each coin truly one of a kind. The front side of these special 1,981 coins features Queen Elizabeth II with stunning shades of deep gold and light bronze, softly fading into darker black tones around the rim and field. Collectors often describe this natural combination as the gold dust effect, because under the light, the surface seems to shimmer with a soft, golden reflection, something that sets it apart from any other 5-cent coin in circulation. On the reverse side, the familiar echidna design remains crisp and detailed, especially in coins that have been preserved in fine condition. The contrast between the naturally aged obverse and the well-kept reverse creates a truly stunning visual effect, the kind of detail that passionate collectors instantly fall in love with. Now, when it comes to rarity, the 1,981 Australia 5-cent coin stands out for a very simple reason. There are almost none like it left in the wild. While millions were minted that year, only a very small number show the distinct gold rust tones and black spotting that define this variety. Most of these coins were used in daily circulation, exposed to harsh conditions that erased their beauty long ago. That's why the surviving examples in fine condition are now worth a fortune. As the years have passed, the collector demand for this coin has skyrocketed. Auction houses and private collectors are constantly on the lookout for pristine examples of the 1,981 variety, especially those with strong color contrast and visible features. In recent market activity, verified specimens have fetched between $120,000 and $134,000, and their prices are only going up as the coin becomes harder to find. For coin hunters and collectors out there, here's a valuable tip. When you come across a 5-cent coin from 1,981, inspect the obverse carefully. Look for the golden hue blending with small, dark rust dots, but make sure that the Queen's profile and lettering remain visible. Never attempt to clean it. Cleaning removes the natural oxidation that makes the coin unique and valuable. Instead, store it in a dry, airtight coin capsule to preserve its current tone and texture. Even if your coin doesn't appear perfect, don't dismiss it too quickly. Many collectors prefer the naturally aged look because it tells a story of survival, time, and transformation. That's what gives this coin its personality and charm. In conclusion, the 1,981 Australian 5-cent coin is far more than just a small piece of metal. It's a golden treasure that reflects Australia's rich minting history. Its gold rust coloring, black spot patterns, and excellent preservation make it one of the most desirable 5-cent coins ever discovered. With a current market value of $134,000, this coin has proven that even the smallest denomination can hold an extraordinary level of beauty and worth. So, if you ever find a 1,981 5-cent coin glowing with that golden rusty charm, keep it safe. You might be looking at a piece of metal worth more than a luxury car. That was coin number 3, and what a stunning find it is. But hold on, we're not done yet. The next coin on our list pushes the boundaries even further in rarity and value. So make sure you keep watching, because coin number 4 could be the one that changes how you look at every 5-cent coin in your collection. Next coin Nambar 4. Now let's move on to coin number 4. Ampere's modern marvel that has taken the collector world by storm. the Australia 5-cent coin from the year 2000. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another piece of pocket change, but beneath its humble surface lies a rare and valuable treasure. With both its front and back sides showing beautiful rusty shades and a fine overall condition, this small coin has stunned experts and investors alike by reaching a current market value of $148,000. Yes, a coin you could easily overlook in your change is now worth more than many luxury watches or cars. Let's uncover what makes this 2000 edition such a standout. The year 2000 was a symbolic time in Australian minting, the turn of the millennium, marking a new chapter in the country's coinage history. During this period, the mint focused on precision and quality. But even then, small runs of coins showed unique surface reactions that time has only made more beautiful. The 5-cent coin of 2000 is one of those rare survivors pieces that developed deep bronze and coppery tones over the years, creating a natural rust-like shade that collectors now call millennium toning. On the obverse side, we again see Queen Elizabeth II. But what makes this version special is the way the metal's natural patina gives her profile a vintage golden glow surrounded by dark, rusty halos. It's as if the coin aged gracefully, wearing the years like a crown. On the reverse side, the classic echidna remains strong and sharp, with fine detail visible across the quills, proof that this coin has survived decades of handling, yet retained its integrity and charm. This perfect balance, aged but detailed, rustic yet refined, is what gives the 2000 5-cent coin its powerful appeal. Collectors value it not only for its beauty but also for its rarity. Very few of these coins have aged this way, especially with both sides evenly toned and preserved in fine condition. Most circulation coins from this year have lost their luster, but a select few, like this one, have matured into truly collectible masterpieces. As for collector demand, the 2000 edition is at an all-time high in today's auction market. Over the past few years, these coins have appeared in limited private collections and auctions, often causing bidding wars among enthusiasts. Prices have steadily risen, with the latest confirmed value hitting a remarkable $148,000, proving that the Millennium 5-cent coin has secured its place as one of the top modern rarities in Australian coin collecting history. Now, if you're someone who loves searching through coin jars, here's your collector's tip. Keep an eye out for 5-cent coins dated 2000 that show a natural reddish or rusty tone on both sides, especially if the designs are still sharp and clear. Don't clean them. That natural oxidation is what makes them valuable. Simply store the coin in a dry, airtight holder to maintain its condition. You might also want to get your coin professionally graded if it appears to have full design detail and balanced color toning. Graded coins often fetch higher prices, especially those verified to have the classic millennium patina. In conclusion, the 2000 Australian 5-cent coin stands as a modern legend, proof that even coins from the new millennium can become rare and valuable treasures. Its rusty gold tones, fine preservation, and historic timing make it one of the most desirable pieces in today's Australian coin market. With a soaring market value of $148,000, it's a dream discovery that continues to inspire coin hunters around the world. So, before you dismiss that small 5-cent coin in your wallet or piggy bank, take a closer look. It might just be the millennium gem that turns you into the next coin cash king. That was coin number 4, Ampere's stunning reminder that even modern coins can hold unbelievable value when preserved and appreciated. But don't go anywhere yet, because the next coin number 5, is the crown jewel of this entire collection. It's the rarest, the most beautiful, and the most valuable 5-cent coin we've ever featured on Coin Cash Kings. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this final masterpiece. Next coin number 5. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the crown jewel of today's countdown, the most valuable, most extraordinary, and most talked about 5-cent coin in recent Australian history. It's none other than the Australia 5-cent coin from 2001 Amperes. Small but mighty treasure that has stunned experts with its color, condition, and record-breaking market value. With a current valuation of around $167,000, this coin represents the peak of rarity and beauty, a true masterpiece in the world of Australian coin collecting. The 2001 Australian 5-cent coin is remarkable, not only for its age, but for its stunning natural toning, the kind of natural aging effect that can't be replicated by any man-made process. On the front side, the queen's portrait appears surrounded by black and green rusty dots, creating a unique, almost artistic contrast that gives the coin an antique, mystical aura. The greenish hues are caused by a rare oxidation process, a subtle chemical reaction between the copper and nickel content over 2 decades, and this process has turned each coin into a one-of-a-kind work of art. Meanwhile, the reverse side, featuring the beloved Australian echidna, carries black rusty dots that frame the design beautifully while the finer details of the creature remain perfectly visible. Coins that have managed to maintain this kind of very fine condition, despite natural toning, are incredibly rare. In fact, collectors around the world refer to this coin as the Emerald Shadow Edition because of its dark green oxidation patterns that shimmer faintly under light, something truly breathtaking to see in person. Now, let's talk about its rarity and collector demand. The year 2001 marked Australia's centenary celebrations of Federation, a monumental year in the nation's history. Coin enthusiasts were already collecting special issues from that year, but what makes this 5-cent coin so valuable is that it was never meant to be special. It's not a commemorative release yet. Nature itself turned it into a collectible through decades of perfect oxidation and preservation. Very few of these coins have survived in such balanced, naturally aged form. Out of millions minted, only a handful have been recorded to display both black and green patina on the obverse and reverse, while still holding a very fine grade. Collectors today are fascinated by these specimens because they bridge the gap between modern minting and natural artistry. When one of these coins appears in the market, which is extremely rare, it triggers intense bidding wars. In recent years, top-quality examples have sold for up to $167,000, setting new records in the 5-cent coin category. For collectors and treasure hunters watching this video, here are some insider tips. If you ever come across a 5-cent coin dated 2001, hold it under a soft light and look closely. You're looking for black oxidation dots that may carry a faint green or emerald hue, especially around the edges and portrait. If you find one with those natural colors and clean design details on both sides, you might be holding something incredibly special. Remember, do not clean or polish it. Cleaning destroys the original patina that gives this coin its magic and its immense value. Keep it safe in a coin capsule or airtight sleeve. And consider professional grading if it appears to have balanced coloration and sharp details. In conclusion, the 2001 Australian 5-cent coin is truly a modern legend, the ultimate combination of history, beauty, and rarity. Its black and green rust-toned surface, fine preservation, and striking visual contrast have earned it a place at the very top of today's collector market. With a current market value of $167,000, this coin stands as a shining example of how time and nature can transform something ordinary into something priceless. So next time you find a 5-cent coin, don't ignore it, inspect it carefully. Because one simple coin from 2001 could be your ticket to becoming the next coin cash king. And there you have it, the top 5 most valuable Australian 5-cent coins making headlines in today's collector market. From the classic 1998 edition worth over $117,000 to the stunning 2001 Emerald Shadow valued at $167,000, each of these coins tells a story of time, transformation, and hidden fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Coin Cash Kings, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another update about rare coins and big dollar finds. Remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep hunting, keep collecting, and stay lucky because the next rare coin could be waiting right in your pocket.